Do you know what I want to get back into? I want to get back into RimWorld at some point. That's definitely on my agenda. I'm thinking potentially once Dyson Sphere has kind of run its course in my head, I'll probably switch it out with RimWorld. I'm not sure how long I can keep playing Kerbal for at the moment. I don't know. I'm a little bit torn. Anyway, Dyson Sphere program, which is here. Actually, before we go into Dyson Sphere program, I do want to mention some changes in the schedule. So February hasn't changed. On Minecraft, we're going to be playing some Euro Truck Sim. I'm actually really looking forward to that. I really enjoyed it on New Year's Eve stream. I always do when we play it. So we'll play some Euro Trucks Sim after Minecraft on that Saturday the 10th. Obviously, we've spoken in the past about the changes of the LEGO stream that got moved around from the 22nd to the 19th. But here we go. So this tile is now incorrect. Saturday the 2nd, I am unfortunately busy. So that means that through the entirety of March, we're not going to have a chance to play any Tales of Mercia, The Fallen Kingdom. Now, on that Saturday, I might still do a stream. It might be even earlier than like the 1 o'clock start kind of thing. I might just do a Kerbal stream kind of thing, like just a small little thing. Or maybe that is the chance to play some Euro Truck on its own kind of thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So that stream, for the time being, until I can figure out time scheduling, is cancelled, right? But I don't have anything that can replace it. Although that being said, if we flip back over to the March thing, please. Any second. It'll do. It's like 30 seconds. You have to like talk about February for a little bit, and then like it switches over to March. There we go. So at the end, I don't actually have a Saturday the 31st up there. The reason why I left that one out is that's for Easter kind of thing, but I'm thinking I could probably squeeze an additional stream in on the 31st. It wouldn't be a Tales of Mercia stream because I know that pretty much everyone is doing family stuff. I think it's the 31st, it might not be. But yeah, so I'm going to squeeze in a stream there instead. So that'll be the plan. That'll be the plan of action. I keep thinking I've got annual leave at the end of March, but I don't. I've got it at the end of February, which means that I've got annual leave this month. Whoa! But I've already scheduled streams around that. But it does mean that I'm trying to prioritize my personal life a little bit more. So that Saturday, the 2nd of March, something came up and I didn't want to say no. So unfortunately, the stream gets put to one side, I think. I think that's a healthy balance because I don't want to spend my entire time on annual leave just streaming. That seems like a waste of 2-3 weeks of free time, right? Like, I'm not at work, so let's, do things with friends and things like that. And like I said, something popped up and I'm like, I didn't want to say no, I wanted to go and do it. So unfortunately the stream does get cancelled on that. This is the disadvantage. This is the first occasion where we've had a disadvantage to having a stream schedule because I do feel locked into these streams a little bit. So this is a disadvantage. So we do need to think about that moving forward. Potentially I might have organised the March schedule a little bit too soon because I released the schedule and now it's changed like 3 times since I released the original copy. So maybe I am releasing the schedules a little bit too soon. Maybe we need to do the schedules on like a weekly basis. Maybe that might be easier, but that's more work for me. So it's trying to find out what that balance is, if that makes sense. It might be best to do it on a fortnightly basis, so I'm not doing it like once a week so we get like 52 schedules in a year kind of thing, but I can do it like on a fortnightly basis, so then it's like I'm still getting quite a lot of schedules in. I'm effectively doubling the work that I'm doing now, but the workload is like non-existent. It takes 2 seconds to do those schedules, so but I'm it takes 2 seconds and I'm getting them wrong and we're having to make adjustments. But that is the first occasion where I've had to cancel the stream and there's no replacement kind of thing, or no immediate replacement. So that is the way it is. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with me shifting things around like this. I realize it's annoying, especially with it being the Tales of Mercia streams. I always feel guilty canceling those because it's not just me that is playing, it's 3 other people I'm trying to manage. You know, so I always feel a little bit guilty, but at the end of the day, you know, we're just having fun. That's kind of the thing we're going along. So yeah, so just an FYI, those changes are going to come into effect. With that being said, let's go and play some Dyson Sphere, because that is now the entire intro to the YouTube video. Okay, what were we doing? So I'm looking at this, right, and I'm seeing we've got 6, 12, 18 smelters set up for the ores. Okay, this is nice and neat, actually. I quite like the fact that it's this neat. I think what I'm going to do, we're going to set up I'm going to get rid of those because we don't need them right now. I'm going to set up the smelters to turn this ore into the silicon, right? Now, this is not an efficient way of producing stuff, and we do have issues with this, although I think I fixed the majority of the issues last stream, so I think the actual stone that we're using here is fine. And it can be great to have a bit of a hiatus from Tales. Yeah, but we've just came off like a 3-month break. And then we've done like 2 episodes, and then we're having like potentially another month-long break. So I do feel like we don't have consistency sometimes. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to stretch this. I think we're only going to do 3, because I think that's what we kind of decided last stream was the good balance here. So we'll do 3 of these, and these are going to be set up to this, and this, and we're quite literally just going to put this on a conveyor belt, and it will be in and out and nice and simple. So in, out, and out. Then from there we are going to do the storage container, and we're just gonna basically store it on site, because what I'm looking at now is logistics. So this I don't want to make too much of this, but I think probably like a row of these high purity silicon is good enough. I think that is good, right? Oh, this isn't powered, I see. Oh, I see. There isn't actually a connection there. Or is there? Yes, there is. There is now. Now there is a connection. So this power line connects up through here as well. So that creates the circuit. That just apparently just stopped for whatever reason. Okay. I think we are now producing the silicon at capacity. I might actually be able to do a little bit more of the silicon. Because if you look at this, the other two, like, we've only got like 6 of these. Kind of working, but that might be because they were filled up, right? So these, yeah, so these have like excess amount of ore in them, so they're emptying out. So it's going to take a while for the furnaces to kind of catch up. So I don't want to get stuck into the illusion of I've got more than enough silicon ore, but actually we just have been stockpiling it for a while. And they will get drained, I think. Yeah, you see, now the belts are starting to drain, look, from like this side. Because this one over here takes a long time to create the silicon ore. So I think it's a matter of leaving this and figuring it out. So now that we've kind of got the silicon, I'm going to take a stack of that. I think actually I am just going to make this unlimited, just so it stockpiles it. So we've always got loads of silicon. So now we've got the silicon. What I want to do is I want to start thinking about crafting up some logistics stuff, if I can. So I've got the processors here, I've got the circuit boards. So I need to remind myself what the next steps were going to be. I do want one of those signal towers. Logistics distributor. So we need that, right? So in order to get that, we need these plasma exciters, which we do have, but I think we need extra plasma exciters, because this is where it's going to get a little bit rough. We need the circuit boards, and we need the microcrystal stuff. So we need copper. So that's kind of what we don't have in our inventory right now to craft those up, because I think I'm going to have to craft them up in my inventory first. And I think at some point, possibly not today, but some point fairly soon, I want to start tidying things up a little bit more. I'm actually going to increase the storage capacity on these, just so that, again, we can start stockpiling. And the reason why I want to stockpile, I'm also going to take some of those components. I'm going to take some of these components too. The reason why I want to start stockpiling is so that I've got that as backup. I'm going to take a lot of these raw resources. So I think a lot of what we're doing here, I mean, this is good, but a lot of these belts probably not going to be needed. Well, I'm probably going to keep the belts around here, right? But a lot of these outputs are gonna, like for instance, this depot here as an output, the electric motor, we're gonna need quite a few of those in a lot of our productions moving forward. So we're gonna actually start distributing them out in places. So these are what we really are gonna need. We've got a lot in there. But those are kind of like what we're going to really need, and we'll probably need some more of these too. So I think it might be worth stockpiling those up a little bit more. Okay, so now I've got all of those ingredients, I should be able to construct some logistics distributors. So I'm gonna do 5 I'm out of iron ingots, that's okay. And then I also want the logistic bots. And again, we will do 5, which I don't have enough iron for, I'm aware of. I don't know if I've got a stockpile of, like, just the iron plates. Or maybe I do over here. I do over here, exactly. Hey, Sign, how are you? So we should be making up a few of these now. And that is now going to start helping us, because what I want to do, I want to start the road towards the yellow science, which is this, right? So this actually we need to start researching. I'm also going to just go through and tick off a lot of these red and blue science stuff. I know I'm getting like loads of things that I don't quite know what they do, but we can learn that as we go, right? Like there's no absolute definite article here. I think the way that I understand these games is the science is what you want to be researching, right? Let's also have a look through upgrades, make sure that we've got all the upgrades that we can get. I think we have all of that. Yeah, so a lot of these now require those yellow science, so that is kind of the next thing that I want. In fact, I have all of the upgrades. Yeah, I've got all of the upgrades that I can get. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. And we're actually running to the end of what we can do with the blue and the red science. Now, what I'm thinking with the blue and the red science, I'm going to redesign the blue science, because the blue science, in my opinion, is not great. It's not a huge production stuff. But basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to like have all the smelters next to the iron veins, and then we'll just like kind of ship in the stuff. So we're actually going to have like an area on the equator somewhere where you just have all of the science, right? And I think a good number to kind of work with, 3, 6, 12, 18, right? I think 18 seems to be the number to work with when it comes to manufacturing the science. Maybe. I don't know. Something that I do need to start thinking about as well is potentially draining the amount of fluid that we're getting in here, because it's starting to flow very highly. But what I can do is I can just say, hey, I want lack of item. I can just like increase the storage here. Way too much storage. What do you mean? Way too much in storage? No, I mean, this was going to be a temporary measure anyway, like this storage, right? But the storage is nearly full, so because it was only a temporary measure, it might be worth just extending these storage buffer units a little bit more until I actually start doing plastics and stuff. Something else that I did notice, and we said this last time, was these gauze turrets. We don't need them going around now, but before I get rid of them, we need a signal tower, like an area where if we do get invaded on this planet again, the turrets and the rockets can just fight everything off without all of my production being at threat. I would have that amount. I would be trying to find a use for it for something else. It just keeps growing and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's Cyan, the problem I've got is it's my first playthrough, right? So I'm trying not to create things wastefully. So I'm trying not to waste the resources, because if I'd have just, like, say, burnt all of this off, then it's gone, right? Once it's burnt off, it's gone forever. But if later on down the line I need loads of this and I don't have it, you know, if I've got it in storage already, then it's there. Just saying what you would do. Yeah, I feel like that was the common consensus with Kath as well, right? So Kath was saying the same thing, that he just likes to use it or burn it, so it's not like backlogging stuff, but it's like I play these sort of games very differently, I think, than the common consensus. With these belts that are kind of going everywhere, at some point today I would like to probably get rid of the belts themselves, like these long blue science, red science belts. Something else that I need to be worried about is my power, because even though we did like that huge overhaul of the power network, if we start doing distribution stuff, I presume these bots are going to consume a lot of power. How's this going on, by the way? Aha, there we go. So I was right in the thought that we can only really use these smelters. We're not quite there yet. These smelters still have backlog of ore. How quick does it take? It's to burn through 2 of these. Yeah, it's quite quick. Okay. I think I've got the right ratio here. Okay, so we've got this. Let's get the distribution hubs sorted. So I think before I do the distribution hub, we're going to utilize the blueprints a little bit, and we're going to figure out what I want to create. So let's place this down. Let's have a look and see what I want to create. I think... Well, ideally, I want to create the logistics distributor, right? Like, we want to mass produce those, and we also want to mass produce the logistics bots. So we've got rockets. So in order to do that, we need to make the processors. Circuit boards we're already creating, so we don't need to worry about the circuit boards, but the processors. So we need to make the processors, so that's definitely the first thing that we need to make, because we're not making those currently. Oh, there we go, we got the structure matrix, nice. So we need to make those. Because we need to make those, we need to make the microcrystalline components. So that is a must. So that only requires 2 inputs. That requires 2 inputs. Let's have a look, see what else we kind of need to start thinking about making. So we're already making the engines, so that's okay. I got logistics drone as well. Dynamically balanced to the supply and demand of items on the planetary logistics system. It only works with the logistics station it comes from. What does that mean? Dynamically balance the supply and demand of items in the planetary logistics system. Planetary. So this is a planetary logistics drone. Ooh, interesting. Okay, well, we're going to leave that for one moment because I want to get the... Wait, is this... I can't figure out what... It actively balances the supply and demand of the items. You gain either extra output or production speed up. Yeah, you see, this was the danger of doing all the red and blue signs. I've unlocked so many things, and the worry that I'm gonna get is that, I mean, I'm still unlocking things. The worry that I'm gonna get is the fact that planetary logistics system is the job of the planetary logistics system. Logistics drones will automatically deliver the cargo to the respective stations once you have specified the supply-demand requirement. Transportation is limited to its own planet. I'm very confused with this. So is this the... So the logistics distributor is on the top floor of the depot. So I get these, which I have got some here, right? So for instance, if we have this on top of there, this...
You built your first logistics distributor. You can now deliver items to the inventory. Set the items you need in the logistics list to the left of the inventory, and the logistics bots will transport the items from the depot to Icarus. If you build multiple logistics distributors, they can deliver items between each other as well. Each distributor has a delivery range. If a task is out of range, it will not be executed.
I see, okay. So we can set these up so that those bots come and deliver me high purity silicon. I guess this is where we get the different lines here, maybe, in the logistics. So let's turn off logistics just for the time being, just because I think I need to be very careful of this. So if we have, like, say, one logistics bot in there, I'm not going to put it in just yet. Anything that requires these, I should be able to use the logistics system to kind of like feed into, say, some crystalline components, right? Stop it. Let's have a look. Let's keep looking through this. Like I said, there's a lot going on here, and I need to make sure I get this right. Okay, so for the structure matrix, you need the titanium crystals, which is titanium. Okay, so we need to go out to the other planet and an organic crystal, which requires plastic. So this is how we stop burning off the, that's in the chemical facility. Do I have those? Do I have some chemical plants? I think I'm producing chemical plants. Let's go and have a look. So this is where we can start. Next question I've got. Can I put these logistics things on top of here? The answer is no, so that means that we need to attach this up to depots then. Ah, I see. Yeah, okay. You need belt. Collides with another object. It won't go into the sorter for some reason. Maybe the sorter's too close. But so now I can link these up to logistic bolts. Right? Does that make sense? And that's going to fill up very quick, but at least I can put those logistic bots on here, which are like these kind of things, right? Okay, so that now means that these I want to distribute, provide to other distributors. I think for simplicity's sake, for the time being, we're probably only gonna like provide and not request, or maybe request and not provide. Anyway, so that now means that I've got those kind of things set up. We are gonna make some more of these. I think the first thing that I want to set up is a logistics distributor. So I need to figure out how many items we need, what we need. What are we creating? So we are already, we can definitely make the iron plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we need, okay, I think I know what I want to do. This might be weird. Maybe. I want it to look neat. That's kind of the point, I think. So I'm gonna do it over in this area here, just for the time being. We are going to create two different thingamabobs here. We are going to make this one the microcrystalline, and this one is going to be the processor. Now, in the processor, you need the microcrystalline, so you can just launch that into that. Nice and easy. Okay. We need inputs. So what do we need? We need the silicon, we need copper, and we need circuit boards. There's actually only 3 inputs that we need. So there's silicon, and the copper, and then we can belt these. So we'll say, actually, let's get the belts in place first, right? So that one's silicon, that one's copper, and this is output, right? Because we want to store these things as well. So now I want to make sure that I've got the right things in the right places, right? So this... silicon and the copper, and this is where we have to make some more of those distribution logs. I will produce 5, and hopefully we'll be able to make 5. If not, we don't. That's fine. We can always get the other stuff. I wonder if... oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wonder if I can set a filter here. Set item filter. Set uniform filter for all slots in the depot. They're all filters. I don't know how to... for all slots in the depot, this is only going to be... so I said silicon and copper, but we're only going to do like 1 anyway, right? Because we don't want to like overload this thing. Clear all. Do that. This? No. Maybe I don't have any silicon left. So if I put that in there and that in there, let's just clear all. Then we know what's going in, right? Just so that I can visually see what I want going into this thing. Okay, so we've got those. They're going to go into there, but also at the same time, this is the output, right? So this is the output. This is going to contain... let's just make 1 so I can put it in there so I can see what it's going to contain. I only want to produce 1. I don't have any of the things that I need because I took them out. So we can put that in there, nice and easy, right? So that's going to contain these. And on the other side of this, oh, I wonder. So I still want input. I still want an input here, even though I'm receiving it directly from this assembly machine. There are 2 inputs, right? I feel like this might be the way forward for what I want to do. I think I know what I'm doing at the moment, but that is scary because I'm normally very wrong. So if we go... I never said that, chat. I'm never wrong. I'm always right. That's very false. I'm just thinking, right, in this unique scenario, these crossover, but if I create a template for this so that we can have any 2 devices here that are basically producing and then storing, to make it a little bit neater, I'm actually going to take that up and we're going to put this on this side here. Okay, we are going to change this ever so slightly, just so it mirrors. I think I know what I'm doing, which again, scary sentence to say. So effectively what I've got here is a little setup to make it more tileable. To make it more tileable, we're actually going to change where I'm putting the depots. The depots are going to be next to each other, like that kind of thing, right? Okay. Then I can put like one of these either side like that, right? Let's just, for the time being, cancel that. Cancel this so that I can truly, properly copy this. That makes sense. Right. That I don't want to get. So I think it's Control C, right? So that's my blueprint. This is just going to be a simple tileable tileable thing here. Is that in the blueprint? I don't think it counts as the blueprint, does it? I think if you right-click things, it... Okay, yeah, so if you right-click things, you can click to add things, or you can right-click not to. So this is simple... Oh, I know what I'm missing. So we need logistic tops on the top of all these, right? So logistics. And we want logistic hubs on everything. Can I make one more logistics hub? Ray receiver. Let's just keep going down this rabbit hole. I think I've got everything. Oh, planetary defense system. That's not a bad idea. I think I've got everything here. Yeah, so everything now is yellow science. Okay, interesting. There we go. So these are going to be set to request. 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 Request, and then these should just be provide. Okay. And I want to turn down the power in these because otherwise it's just gonna... I think it is just gonna be like draining everything. Gas filter. You can filter things. Ooh. Okay. Well, so because I want to like just have this as a blanket. We're just going to Control C, do that. I think I've got everything in, and this is just going to be simple. What are these called? Simple logistics. Simple logistics assembler. So it has the logistics distributors, it's got power, it's got everything it needs. So let's save this on with the assembly building, right? So we know that it's assembling items. Let's save this. Oh, apparently it's there we go. Save. Logistics powered assembler. We've got the oil refinery. We've got smelters. We've got a furnace. If I really wanted to do a 10 by 2 furnace array, I don't think that's a good idea though. I don't think these work, but hey, we've got them if we need them. Okay, so that is the blueprint. Now let's have a look at the blueprint. Can I just double click? Excellent, cool. Okay, so now we can reselect the individual stuff. So that needs to be the crystalline components here. That one I want to be the microprocessors. These so we'll say the copper ingot. We want high purity titanium. We want the micro thingy, and we also need the chips, right? Circuit boards, perfect. This is going to be the micro components there, and that is going to be the processors. Now, these I'm going to leave empty. I think it's going to be the requests that we do with the request drones. So, for instance, if I want to put the drone in here, is he going to go out and is he going to go and get the stuff? He is. Look at that. Look at that. So I do need to build up a few more of these because... Oh, but this has like a 3-way ingredients. This is good for like a double ingredient builds. So, for instance... Oh, maybe this isn't... So this is kind of like a good middling thing, I guess. Like, for instance, like the engines. Like, if I wanted to mass produce the engines better, more efficiently, we can use the logistics distribution here. The foundations, for instance. Okay. Oh, look what I forgot in the blueprint. Oh, whoops. Not there. Oh, wait, what am I doing? This, wait, what did I put as, oh, right, I see. I got it confused. How do I pick these up? So these have now created a few of those. I do want that to go down in storage, right? Now, we can also with this, because we're right next to it with the distribution, we can also do that, right? And that will just help out a little bit more, but you don't need these two assemblers to be next to each other and actually configured correctly because you've got the logistics drones that are flying to and from stuff. Okay, so let's make a few more of the logistics drones. So what do we need for those? A little bit of everything. Okay, so we want the engines and we need some more processors. Because I want to put one of the logistics drones in here. So that we are starting to make that. Can I? There we go. So we got one in there. So he's requesting the copper, but I don't have copper set up. So I want to know how far we can do this, because we've got copper all the way over here, right? At the moment. Well, if I put... copper. Where's my... I bet I don't have one, do I? So I need a few more of these logistics hubs. For that, we need the processor. For that, we need the components. Which basically I'm right next to the place where I need what I need. So let's make 10 more of those, just so that we can. High purity silicon, so that's the next. I'm just going to create this hub here, because I think as soon as I put the hub on, we should get, like, the logistics request from here. I mean, what I'm probably going to have to do, we're going to have to, like, micromanage this a little bit, but hey. Penis. I mean, hi. Hi. Have we made one yet? No, not yet. I'm still waiting on those processors. So we're working on logistics now, Kath. That's kind of what I'm going to try and work on continuously today, is getting the logistics stuff right. I am very aware that this setup here is probably going to need to be ripped out and then rebuilt. And I'm also very aware that I'm building things very far away from each other, which potentially can cause issues, I guess. But I'm taking it very slowly because this is like all brand new stuff. Okay, so you are not going to provide to Icarus, not just yet anyway. Provide to other distributors, yes, but I'm not going to put any bots in there at the moment. We're just going to, I want to see whether that bot just appears and picks something up. Distance can slow things down, but there are ways around it. Yeah, I am aware of that. Distance can slow things down. That's okay. We're not going for speed with this. I'm just trying things. Did I put this in here? Okay, so there isn't anything in here at the moment, which tells me that the bot is around. I don't know whether... Ah, here he is. I can see him coming in the distance. I can see him arriving in the distance. Yeah, okay. So there is an issue with speed. But that's okay. This is fine. He's going out to grab some. Yeah, it's just that when I flew back, I didn't see him. Okay, so my next question is these logistics drones. It functions to dynamically balance the supply and demand of items in the planetary logistics system. So planetary, as in on the planet. It only works with logistics, with the logistics stations it comes from. And that was one of these planetary logistics station. So these like hubs. Logistics drones will automatically deliver cargo to the respective stations once you have specified the supply-demand requirement. Transportation is limited to its own planets. So these are like logistics hubs, I see. So that will overcome this time difference that we're getting then. They can store up to 5 items, I see. Okay, so we are making these processors now. That's good. Now then, let's go over to this input. I mean, as we're already aware, we are also getting them directly from the converter. But this... Oh, I see. Right, so we just need the bots to put into this. I've already told it what to collect. So do we have any bots? Well, let's put the bot in this one for a minute. This one I've already... Yeah, okay, so I've already worked it out. So let's put the bot in there. And we will go and find the storage for this. And put a logistics hub here. For the time being, okay? So we want to provide to other distributors. I'm going to lower that power down. Now, I don't have a bot in there at the moment, but that will change. How is my power supply doing on this? It's okay. It's fine. Well, we've stopped using the science, right? So... Okay, so there it is. It's coming to pick up the item. How many does it pick up? 10 or 8? Might only be 8. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay. Yeah, bot's on its way already. We are going to, I think, need to create these bots in... large quantities. Something that I do remember last time that I really wanted to start making was these solar panels, right? And I could make these solar panels. Unfortunately, so this is going to create a 3-way input case. You can upgrade them later, yeah. With anything in the game, right? You can upgrade it later, you just have to figure things out now. Okay, so we are now producing... Oh, that's so annoying. We are now producing the... both the components and the processors. However, the processors are very slow, right? So this is not a perfect production, but we are producing them. We're producing them slowly, but we're producing them. Okay, so we've got that. So what were we going to use those for? So now we should be able to mass produce the logistics bots and the distributors. So now we should start producing those. So I think if that's the case, I want to do a 3-way design with 3 kind of input chests going into these 2. So we've got a 2-way input design. Now we want a 3-way input design. Basically, we want to have a 3-way. Okay. And I think it's going to be pretty much the same, but... So it'll be pretty much the same as this, but let's find some better place to put this. Let's put it over here for the time being, right? I can move these. So we'll move it over here. But the difference is going to be additional belts. So this is the extra input belts that we're going to need. And again, so I'm going to need to create those logistics distributors in my inventory so that we can produce that. We need those. Okay, that's fine. So, like I said, I'm probably going to move these down so that these are kind of like closer to the mall over there kind of thing. Yeah, I want it closer to my main bus, kind of. Once you get decent logistics set up, you can keep them topped up, so certain items as well. Yeah. Well, at the moment I'm in the process of like blueprinting things, and then from there, I still don't have the what's-its that I wanted. From there, we can then mass produce like certain items, or not mass produce, just like batch production, almost. Oh, wow, you need 4 processors? Okay, well this is going to take a minute, but that's okay. Well, I'll tell you what, maybe we can produce some of these in our inventory. What's the square on the left in your inventory for? These? Yeah, so you can like request items on there, is that? I have it turned off at the moment. But yeah, I guess you can like request things into your inventory and stuff. I'll figure that out later. Like I'm more bothered at the moment of setting up blueprints to be able to create things a little bit easier, if that makes sense. So this is a double assembler 3-way, so it is three input assembler. Blueprints are good to have. Yeah. There we go. So we've got the 3-way assembler here. And what I'm going to want to do with this is create 2 different items. I would like to create logistics distributors, and I would like to create the logistics bots. So for the distributors, we're going to need iron, we're going to need plasma exciters, and we're going to need processors. So this one is going to request from other distributors. Wait. Yeah, perfect. So this one will request the iron. This one will request the plasma. And this one will request the processors. This is my attempt at creating like a Mall Mark II. So actually interesting here, the iron is being shared between these two things. So potentially you could stack this a little bit more efficiently. But remember, we're only requesting for the time being. So I'll put a demo for a space truck sim. Buzz sent me a link yesterday. Interesting. So that one is iron. Okay, there's a better way of doing this. I need to figure out what it is. Because these two items, like these two things that we're creating here, share very much the same iron ingot and processors, right? So I guess the better way of doing it is creating a bus network very similar to what we've got there and just having like input chests onto belts, and each device is layered up next to each other and the belts are just carrying across the items kind of thing. We just do it with logistics drones. What do we need? We need engines. So there is a better way of doing this, and I will get there. I just suck. I suck. This is going to be drones, and that is going to be the distributors. Okay, not that we will ever need to distribute the distributors out to places. So actually, this is the end product, isn't it? This is the I suppose these are actually being distributed to Icarus if requested. But we can change that, right? Like we can definitely change things around if needed. Okay. It's a good start, I guess. Star Trucker. On Steam. Is it like Euro Truck Sim but in space? It looks like it. Okay. I mean, one of the appeals of Euro Truck Sim is that you can use my wheel, right? Like, I can use my wheel for it. Hauler upgrade and trade. That does look pretty fun, though. Yeah, it does look pretty fun. But yeah, one of the reasons why I like Euro Truck Sim so much is that you can do whatever. Okay, so I want to start producing these bots first. So let's... So how are we doing this? I guess we get the bots in for the requests first, right? You played the demo for a bit last night. Was it fun? Did you enjoy it? In order for me to make the bots, like mass produce the bots and fill up these distribution stations, making the process faster, I need to actually do this first. Make the bots first, I believe. So we will put one in there. No, I don't want to put all 5 in. I kind of want to just put 1 in, just for the time being. So I would need the distribution hubs. 1 on the iron. Is there not one on that iron thing over here? There is not. Okay. I only want to make 1. So we can put it on the rockets over here. I mean, I definitely feel like these are going to be important. Where are the rocket engines? There they are. I mean, ideally, I'd like to create a network, something similar to this, right? This I'm pretty proud of, although this section here is a little bit spaghetti, but I don't think we necessarily need the spaghetti now. We can probably remove these and put in the distribution nodes and stuff. But I'm gonna start having to make plastics and stuff soon as well. Like, that's gonna be a huge thing. Okay, so there we go. Oh, you see, the blueprint is gonna be slightly wrong. You know what's really confusing is that some of these depots are set up right, others aren't. Good to know. Let's fix the blueprint, shall we? Because there's 2 blueprints that need fixing. So this needs fixing. So we can do it over here. Please. There, then. I'm very confused. Why is that not working? Is it because I was too far away, maybe? Let's fix the blueprint. No. Blueprint. Let's do this one first. Am I out of stuff? Okay. What is this? Okay. So this is where I need to start figuring out how to do this correctly. So I don't have to keep coming over here. I want, like, inventory management set up so I don't have to worry about it. What am I missing? Oh, did I not put... So this isn't going to get the... 0 available routes. Did I not make any more of those? I thought I had them on there. Why is that not working? Yeah, so there is these on here. Ah, right. Yeah, I forget. Okay. Provide to other distributors. That makes sense. Okay, so it was only providing to Icarus. That was what I got wrong. That was what I got wrong. Okay. So now it should work. I'm lost. One available route. There we go. Yeah, okay. That's what I wanted to see. Noted. Okay, so this should now start making those. Did I set up the plasma exciter? I didn't. So we'll go and set that up real quick. So I am producing plasma exciters. I'm gonna have to produce more of these, probably. Ugh. My inventory management is appalling. Do I not have any? Maybe I don't have any. Didn't have any. Okay, good to know. So that one can go on there. This one is for that. Cool. So that should now also be set up. If it will tell you if they're out of range. Yeah. So one available route, one available route, one available route. I don't have the bots in there just yet, but we should now start making the bots anyway, so that's going to be that's not going to be as much of a problem, so we can... Oh, can you only fit 5 in? I see, okay. Okay, so now I should also be making these. What am I missing? Oh, the processors. And the processors are going to be underperforming because we're not producing them fast enough here, or they're being sent off into different places. So we need to be aware of that. Why are these taking so long? Is that because of these? Okay, I mean, there are little things here that I think I need to work on. Ah, there we go. It is actually producing it, so that's good. So they aren't producing it. It's just a slow process. Right, let's fix the ingredients there. I need 2 more of these. And then I'm going to start, like, basically doing the same thing. We're going to make the solar panels, because I think that they're going to be important. I'm going to make the missiles or the turrets. Well, we're already making those, so that's fine. But I'm going to make the solar panels. Laser turrets. Oh, that's cool. Can't do that yet, though. So we're going to mass produce the solar panels so that we can get energy on the other planet. We're going to mass produce the logistics distributors and the logistics bots for our own convenience. And then I think I'm going to switch straight to plastic. Make sure that plastics are being created so that we can start working towards the organic crystals. Is that water we need? I think it's water that you need for the organic crystals. I can't... It is water. Okay, so we need water. So that hopefully shouldn't be too difficult to get, the natural resource of water, right? Using the water pump. So we need water. We need refined oil. And then we need plastic. And the plastic is also refined oil. So we're going to start using quite a lot of refined oil. This is where we said we're going to burn through that refined oil quite quickly because we're not going to use the hydrogen. The hydrogen, though, like refined, the graphene, which we are making. Okay, good to know. Okay, yeah. So then we also need the graphene, which we're already producing graphene, so that's fine. And then that's gonna make us the organic crystals. Then we also need this titanium crystal, and the titanium is what we need for the orange science, right? Because we need this diamond as well. Ooh. Is that... What do we need to create diamonds? There is also something else down there. Is that... That's something that maybe I haven't researched. So this is in the smelting facility, so it's turning... So we're going to need quite a lot of graphite then. Okay, so I think we need to start thinking about mass producing graphite on large quantities. Because we need a lot of graphite there, a lot of graphite here. Graphite here, graphite here. And graphite in other places as well. So, and then I think today I would like to at least have an attempt at making a little production facility for the yellow, the orange yellow science. Right, let's fix the blueprints before I do anything else. So every single one of these storage units needs to be only available to have one slot. See, some of them are already the case. But the bottom ones apparently didn't. Okay, so how do I edit this? How do I edit this? Create a blueprint, new blueprint book. Can you edit blueprints? Is that a thing that we can do? Or do we just create a new? Use now, save blueprint. We'll save as a new file. Can you edit blueprints? No, apparently not. Blueprint editors are not a thing. Okay. That's not annoying at all. Let's go to... I mean, we can change the names of this. Wait. Copy blueprint code. Paste the copied blueprint code to this blueprint. All planning of the original blueprint will apply to this blueprint. Save to apply your change. Got you. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so now I get it. So we want to do this, copy this, then I want to go here and I want to paste that. Let me just... So if I hit paste, it kind of works, but it doesn't. You have to rename it. Save the changes. Okay, so that is the way to do it. Let's create new blueprint. I want to double click this. What? Why? Come on. No? Fine. Do that there. What else am I requiring? 2 extra distribution labs. That's fine. We can go and get those. Hopefully they've been made by now. Oh, they have. Nice. There's the extra 2. Right. And I just want to check these. Make sure every single one of these is set to 1 slot only. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up what we've created and we're going to place them down in a more centralized location. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I want to create a new one. We want to do this. Copy that. And in the blueprint tab, this paste 3-way assembler. I'm sure there's a better way of doing what I'm doing here, but this is like kind of the... Oh, I really wish there was a better way to... Oh, chain dismantle. I really wish there was a way to like drag and get off. Vibrant blue tie today. It does look a little bit vibrant in the... I think it's more the webcam that's making it look vibrant. It's not like overly vibrant-y, I guess. So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to rebuild these in a bit of a different location. So they're kind of like all together. I kind of want to do it near the main bus area over here, so that's kind of what we're gonna do. I think just below in this area here, I think this is a good spot for it. So we're gonna rebuild what we've just done. So we're gonna hit this. We're gonna have 2 of these. Then we're going to hit this. We're gonna have one of these as well. And unfortunately, there is a thing in the way. So I'm gonna get rid of that because once I've built this, it should connect up anyway. So I want the three-way assembler. This is going to be... I forget what I did. It was that. And this. This is going to be... So with as many as it will hold. So it holds 10 each. I see, okay. So what do I need? I need silicon and copper. So we'll do silicon, copper. Fantastic. Okay, so that now gets that off and running really quick. This is going to want circuit boards and the componenty things. So we do circuit boards. Hey Charming, how's it going, my dude? And the componenty things. This is going to be the componenty things, and this is going to be the processors. Alright, we need to go and get some more of those. So that's fine. Pretty good, just starting work. Fair enough. Let's now dismantle this, because we basically just built this elsewhere, this exact same thing. And I guess we also dismantled this, because we built this exact same thing elsewhere. Probably gonna clog up my inventory pretty quick, but that's okay. Can I connect those two power nodes up? I don't think we can, so we'll do that. Now they do connect up, I think. Wait, did that do? No. Seriously? Oh no, they do connect up. Pretty good, just starting work. I'm sorry to hear that. I can... do you know what I want to do? I want to mass produce the logistics bots first. Like, that's going to be #1 goal, is do that. So we want the iron in here. We need the rocket stuff in there. And we need the processors, right? Not making processors currently, so the processors can just go in there. I am going to just like put 1 in there just for the time being. Oh my goodness. It's getting used to this. And we will put five in there. Five in there. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to do 5. Oh, I can't get those back now. Fine. That's fine. We'll just have to suffer. 5 in there. There we go, 5 in there. Okay, so that should now start producing these. In terms of the bots, I don't think I need to like send those bots out to places apart from my inventory. So I'm actually going to say distribute to Icarus, provide to Icarus kind of thing. And this is just going to be the bots, but I don't know how to set that up yet. We'll figure that out. These are going to be the plasma exciters, of which I'm going to just dump my this is the actual logistics stuff there, which means that that is also the logistics stuff, and this is going to be provided to Icarus. But we're not going to do it just yet. We're not going to set it up for that just yet. And this is where it gets dodgy, because effectively I could just stretch a sorter out between these two. In fact, actually that might not be a bad idea, because those two are going to contain the same thing, right? So unfortunately I've got a power in the way there. Actually, no, that's a really bad idea, because that's just gonna, that's a continuous loop. So this needs to be that. And this needs to be the circuit boards, I believe. The problem is I'm not creating these circuit boards fast enough at the moment. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. No. How do I pick things up off of the belt? Is it X? No. Is it Z? No. V? I know there's a way to pick things up off the belt. It's control mouse. There we go. I wanted to put those in there. There we go. I'm actually going to put these in here because then we can just start distributing them out as like a two-way pathway. Okay, so the next thing I want to create is the solar panels so that we can start increasing our power. So what do we require for these solar panels? Interesting. Okay. So I want to use the three-way blueprint here, and this is where I might be making more work for myself, but we're going to turn this into the solar panels. For this, we'll have the silicon on the outside. We'll have the copper in the middle. And then the other one is the circuit boards, which are right over here as well, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, again, I feel like I could do this a lot more cheaper with the logistics stuff, so we might have to think this through a little bit better. So I feel like this is just going to be a massive power drain. There we go. I feel like this is going to be a massive power drain doing it this way. But we should start now creating these solar panels. And again, I'm going to put this distribute to Icarus. Provide to Icarus, rather. There's a better way of doing this. There is absolutely a better way of doing this, and I need to figure it out. Down here, we're going to have a look at... Do I have chemical plants up? I do have chemical plants, that's fine. Because we're going to need those in a sec to make plastic. So down here, what do I want to build then? It was something. I know there was something that I saw that I was like, yeah, I want that. Might be the signal tower there, but I can't make that yet anyway because I don't have access to the crystal silicon. Which, let's be honest, I'm not going to have until I've got proper silicon. Oh no, that's annoying. Well... Accumulator. Has to be in the smelting facility. I can't do it in my inventory. Noted. So maybe we could do... Maybe we could do another plasma exciter or... Oh, actually, I kind of want the electromagnetic turbine. Because I feel like that's going to be very useful down the line. In fact, let's... Did I accidentally hit that? Yeah, I did. Let's just have a look at this. What does this create? Yeah. So this is like the Mark II conveyor belts. You get particle containers. You get planetary shield generators. Interesting. Jamming capsule. Reinforced thruster. Sorters Mark III. Supermagnetic rings. Precision drones. So I think I want to start producing these then. Oh, wait, no. We definitely wanted this graphite. But that is a smelter facilities. Oh, I'm so conflicted. I'm sure there was something that I wanted to start creating that would help me that I didn't already have. Do we have those wireless? No, we don't. Okay, let's get the wireless power transfers then. That's what that's what I'm going to start creating. So this is actually not going to require that entire line. This is how you feel with your current Factorio map? So here I want plasma exciters. And we want Tesla towers, which I know I don't have a thing set up for those yet. So I'll take the Tesla towers there. We are going to put in 5 in that one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put in 10 in everything. We're going to start getting into the habit of putting 10 in each. These probably will need these at some point, right? So we could do that. Right, let's go and put... oh, I don't... did I not put the bots in here? I didn't put the bots in there. Okay, that makes sense. I do have that set up though, so we want it for the power units. I know I've got them somewhere. It's not here. It's there. So I want that one. Just one on there, please. And that is going to be that. Provide to other distributors is definitely what we're doing. There we go. In comes the drones to take them out. And that should start producing these, which I know we will need later on down the line, these wireless power transfers, because if we look at the signal towers, you need the powerless wire transfer. So now I've started producing that. That should be better. This is how you feel with your current Factorio map, like just not sure what to do next. Okay, that helps sort stuff out. And I am getting some solar panels. I would like to stack these so that we're making enough, please. How is my power? My power is doing okay. I know what I wanted to do, but it's like so many options to be like, where was the thing I wanted to do go for forever? So, I mean, we've got like another mall thing starting to appear here. I do think that this is the way forward for like the micro things that lead to other stuff. Like these bits. I think that this bit seems like the way forward for that. But for the end results, I feel like I need to have like a similar sort of system like this set up. But I don't know. Because if you look here, these two containers are like can have the same requirements, so it's like just put them on the same belt and then feed it the same way that I did with this, right? I think this is a nice, neater and smoother option. Ignore what's going on here, this doesn't count. We're almost full on iron for storage there. Gonna have to add some more storage in soon. It was all to get rid of these veins. Okay, so I am creating things now, which is good. In terms of the solar panels, ideally I want the solar energy to replace the wind energy, I think. Or at least have it intertwined up in the north. Like these solar, these wind farms up here, idealistically I'd like to replace. I'm wondering if I can put these in here. I can, okay. It collides with other objects, so can I click to build? And this will help create power, right? We should be able to switch from foundation required here, which I do have. Yeah, right. So we can fill in the foundation required. That's not a problem. So I don't know what that's done to my power reserves here, but what I could start, the accumulators was something that I noticed I wanted actually. That was it, so that we could start storing power in batteries. Power, planetary shield, accumulator, but before I get accumulators I need to be building the supermagnetic rings. Noted. Okay. Right, I think graphite production is the next one on the line. But yeah, I'm thinking of creating like these rings of the solar energy. I mean, accumulators are a definite must at some point because I need to store the power of the sun. Like, it's obviously, it's a balancing act, right? But there we go. We are now producing quite a lot of power, which I'm quite pleased with. Because I want to start mining titanium. I think that's the next thing that I want to start thinking about. So I've got these, that's good. I've got the distribution bots that are being produced. I've got the distributors themselves that are working. It looks like we're forever gonna have a backlog of these because this is not quite receiving enough of those by the looks of it. So we've got a backlog. Why do we have a backlog? Is it just the processing time? Like the... Yeah, I think it is. So we're starting to get a little bit of a fly effect. And it's finally looking like my storage for these have completely backlogged, right? Which means that all of this production facility is no longer functioning. Okay, very important to know that, but we don't quite need it just yet. Anyway, actually, yes, we do. We want to now work on an area for turning these things into plastic. So I want to create plastic now. I think that is the next goal. Let's put that down here. Let's put plastic down here, I think. So in order to do that, I want the chemical stuff. I want water, which I think are these, right? That's oil. No, I want a water pump. Is this? Water pumps. And we will get some more storage tanks as well. Let's have a look. Let's see where we can put this. Should we put it up here now? I'm thinking water pumps we can put in this area up here because I don't plan on building up here, I don't think. So let's get some water pumps going. Foundation required. Is that how this works? Okay. Maybe we don't put it here. Maybe we have to put it along the edge somewhere. So let's go over here. Okay. And we're just gonna belt, I think. And then I guess this goes into a storage container like that. Can you not, please? Oh. Oh, hold on. I just realized what I can do now. This will help trickle things along. There you go. Just increase the storage. That's the way to do it. There we go. That is actually 100% the way to get. Just increase the storage, it's fine. It's another Womble's problem, okay? It's a problem for another day. Let's put that in there, and then I want that to come out of there. Because we still want this going to one of these, which goes into here, which then has the distribution hub on. And this is going to be a provide to other distributors, and it's just going to be water. I think we can do just water. Perfect. Perfect. We are now producing water. And we've got an output. I'm going to put as many of those in as possible. In fact, we're just gonna fill up on my drones here. And I'm just gonna go into all of these distributors now and put as many drones as I can. Which is really going to hamper my supply. It's going to hamper something, but... oh, excess items. That full? It is full. Interesting. Well, that does mean that the power drain will like it'll spike and then it'll come back down, kind of thing, right? So that's fine. Okay, so what is the problem here? Excess items there and excess item there too. There we go. So that is now also providing. So now we've got like two-way traffic coming from a lot of these places. So it's just going to speed up production. Okay, so we've got the water. I knew that that was something that we needed, was this water. So we've got the water. So we said that we wanted to like make plastics next, right? Because plastics lead into the organic crystals. You need 2 plastics, 1 refined oil. You need 2 units of refined oil, so that's 3. Every 6 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna need... oh, you see, this is where we need to do the maths. I think I'm just gonna put down 1 and then we'll see what we can get, kind of thing from it. Whoops, accidentally took a screenshot. So I've got my water here. That is now being produced. Okay, so that's not a problem. I need to figure out where I want to put the... where I want to put the process. I'm thinking here, right? This might be a good little spot. So we'll kind of iron that out a little bit. There we go. Cool. So that filled. So now I've got a little bit of a building area for the chemical plants. So these chemical plants, are these the same? So you can chain these together. So what do we want the chemical plants to start producing? Let's have a look. Let's see how these work. I presume it's the same as other stuff. Okay, so we can make sulfuric acid. Ooh, that's interesting. So what is sulfuric acid used for? Wait. Sulfuric acid, let's have a look. So this will create graphene. I've seen that somewhere. What does graphene do? Assembly machines Mark II. Okay. A lot of Mark III stuff. Solar sails are graphene. Particle containers are also graphene. I don't know what they do just yet. They do the planetary logistics system. Okay. Planetary shield generator. Right, so graphene is going to become very important fairly quickly. Okay. Ooh, dearie me. This is starting to get very complicated. This is starting to get very complicated. Okay. Plastics. Right, let's just focus on plastics for now. Okay, so this is going to be for the plastics. We need refined oil and graphite for this, and it produces it. 2 units. It takes 3 seconds to get 1 piece of plastic out. So what would be the best way to make this for plastic distribution? Again, ideally, if I want to create a blueprint to this, and I want the blueprint to actually function. Do you know what I'm going to do before I do this? Because it's really messy, we're actually going to get rid of all of these turrets. We don't currently need them, and they're just in the way. But because we just don't need this perimeter anymore. It was a very good idea at the time, but it's not worth it now. So it's just using up belts, it's using up space. We can definitely come up with a better design for this. I think that's got everything. Move, damn it. I picked up a lot of belts from that. That's okay, I mean, I'm sure we'll utilize the belts at some point. There we go, that got rid of quite a lot of a mess that I'd created. So we got rid of that. And at some point I will be moving belts and things and getting things sorted. So this isn't producing graphene. Where am I producing graphene? Because I'm producing quite a bit of it. Oh, it's just down here. So this is my only graphene production facility. I'm actually going to create more. Oh, but this is not a good place for it. There you go. Just for the time being, I'm doing that. Gonna disconnect that for the time being. Because I want to do that. There we go. So that will basically empty everything in here into there. And this is going to become the logistics point for graphene. So we're making a bit of graphene here. I think I can probably produce more of this. Elsewhere, maybe. Do I have any bots with me at the moment? I don't. So this is that. That needs to go to there. That needs to go to there. So this is providing. Actually, you know what? Why don't I just do this? Why didn't I just do that? That would have been way quicker. I guess it can only support the speed of the input device. So let's do you, and we'll upgrade it. There we go. Still not going as fast as the belt, but that's fine. Okay, that's okay. So what do we need? We need 2 input items for this. Now, do the belts go through this? Or do you have to select it in with these sorters? Yeah, have to select it in with the sorters, I see. Okay, so ideally we want a system where we've got, I mean, I guess I want to produce these quite well. Sorry, I'm messaging someone. For some reason, my thingy's not gonna go. Sorry, bear with me. I am... Right, okay, so we want to design plastics, right? So what do we have? Well, first off, let's get the storage units down. So we've got two inputs, sorry, and one output, right? So I'm going to start visualizing this. We can go into either side and we can come out of either side. So what I'm thinking is this might be a good opportunity to start using these splitters, right? Because we can take this, for instance, and separate them up. So that we say, like, we have 4. Actually, no, let's do 3 because this is producing the plastics once every 3 seconds. So once a second, we get 1 plastic, right? That's what I'm aiming for. So we need 2 units of the refined oil every 3 seconds. Ooh, that's a difficult number. And then 1 unit of the graphite every second. But, I mean, we're not going for efficiency here. But let's say that is graphite input. This is plastic output. Well, actually, we don't need that last little bit. Whoops. So we're going to take this. That's going to go to there. That's going to go to there. And that one's going to go to that one. Cool. We then have the liquids. So I'll do the liquid first because I think this might be easier to figure this out that way. So I have the liquid going in there and going in there. And then this one is the graphite, right? So this one's not receiving graphite. That's easy. I'll have to put the belt to there. Oh, wait. I think I get it. I think I know how to do this, so it's a little bit more compact. We don't have to use the sides. I think. Maybe, maybe not. This central line isn't gonna be here. Okay. Changing my mind ever so slightly on the layout of this. Input We're going to do it that way. I think that way is just smoother and cleaner. Instead of having it like... It's going to be smoother and cleaner, I think. With like 2 of these, so like 1 there, 1 there. So then we're going to have 1 input line, another input line, and then the output line. That's what we're going to do. It's just easier that way, I think. Plastics, plastics, plastics. Cool. The hubs, we will say, here, let's request, and just move these out of the way. So we're going to have that going into there, that one going into there. And then this, the output is easy. It just needs to go there to there to there. Nice and easy. Yeah, okay, so let's do another redesign. It's still not quite fitting. So we need to have 2 input chests, right? So 1 input, 2 input chests. Okay, so then we've got that one feeding into there, this one feeding into that one, and we'll have this one set to requesting. What do I want to request for this? We'll say water, right? So then we've got water starting to think about the water itself, kind of thing. Let's go and get some more drones. There we go. So they're now requesting water. Wait, I don't need to request the water for it, you idiot. Okay, well, we'll fix that. I want the freaking graphite. Whoopsie. Oh, you have to like hold? There we go. Accidentally picked up all of the water in my inventory. Okay, so this is requesting the graphite. This one needs the oil. So it is requesting refined oil. And again, I will fill that up with those. And in fact, we can also fill these up too. I like turning this max charging power down, but I don't know if that's actually worth doing or not. How are we doing on power? Power's fine. Cool. So that is now... So that one will be filled up to 100% just because storage reasons, right? Okay, so we've got those two going. Right, let's now set up the chemical plant. Whether or not this is gonna work, I don't know. This is me playing around right now, but I have a reasonably good feeling, to be honest, about it. Okay, so this, I want it to be plastics, plastics, plastics. Okay, so we are now producing plastic. Let's find somewhere to store said plastic. May as well do that. And let's finally put that there, that there, and that there. There we go. So we're getting plastics produced now. So that's good. So we're not quite receiving... I guess I want to upgrade that so that it filters through a little bit quicker. There we go. There we go. That just helps that a little bit more. Okay. So there we go. We are producing plastic now. So we have plastic. This is to distribute. So there we go. We do have that sorted. So plastic is now being produced. So what do we need? What else do we need for the science? Well, we need the plastics to produce the organic crystals to produce the titanium crystal. Okay. But we have plastic, so that's good. I'm gonna need a lot of that. Alright, let's start making the organic crystals, right? And that is chemical facility. So from here, I'm actually going to do those two, right? But I don't want plastics on this. I want the organic crystals. Refined oil. Water. So we've already got access to the refined oil. That refined oil is right in front of us here. We've got water and plastic, so plastics need to go down here as well. So this needs to be, so we'll put this one as refined oil, and this one needs to be plastics. No, it, water. This one's going to be water. So we're going to switch over to request and request. We're already getting water in. The plastic is the request. These are providing. But I want plastic in there. There we go. Okay, so that one can go into there, that one can go into there, and then these two are the inputs. And then we need like one output. There we go. Cool. Then we're gonna do this. And there we go. We've got organic crystals now. Perfect. I'm gonna... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. This is switching to distributors, and we want that filled. I have a feeling I might be... this is gonna not be this. This is gonna be the organic crystals, please. And it is providing. Okay. So there we go. We're now producing organic crystals, although I will say there is a problem with supply of these. Yeah, so I definitely need to upgrade that. That will help drain this a lot more. So now we're gonna start struggling with hydrogen, right? Like the hydrogen overflow is gonna start kicking in. But once we've got the yellow science, once we start creating yellow science, we can start doing all sorts of stuff. This is why I didn't want to burn off this, because I knew it was going to be vital at this point here, right? So there is an ever balancing act with how this is all kind of stored. Okay, I mean, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of knowledge here. How are we doing with time? How are we doing with time? Because I'm very aware. I said I was going to do it like until 5. Yeah, okay, so we've still got an hour left. I might call it a little bit early here, chat, just because I've got things I want to do today. This is like kind of my day off. It's 5 for you. Yeah, exactly. So I'm finishing at 5. Just not for me. So yeah, I might finish a little bit early today because there are things that I want to do, but I feel like we're starting to make small amounts, at least, small amounts of progress. Well, not starting to make, we've definitely made progress today. Let's put it that way. Let's go and extend our power grid before we do finish though. Just because I want to keep upgrading the power grid up here. And I think inside this circle here, this is where the accumulators are going to be. There we go. The thing is, if we did do this at the pole, I'm always going to get charged, right, with the solar panels. So I'm just going to extend this out. Like, if I create a circle around the pole up here, I'm always going to have power at all times, because the sun is going to be up at least in some of these places. Right? So I should now be able to start like taking down the wind turbines a little bit more, I think. Even though the actual solar power that you're getting is low, you're always going to get some because the sun is just going to rotate around. Maybe doing it a little bit further down is better. How much power is this actually generating? Yeah, so it's like 40% intensity. Obviously, the closer you get to the pole itself, the lower intensity it is. But it means that I'm effectively powering up the planet a little bit more. And eventually that power grid will be a lot more durable. Okay, I'm pretty happy with what I've done so far. It is starting to become a little bit of a logistic spaghetti now, which is fine, actually. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, you can't drag and drop those. Oh, wait, hold on. It seems excessive what I'm doing with this, by the way, but there's a rhyme and a reason behind it, okay? Oh, is it generally honestly too close? That's frustrating, actually. There we go. We'll just do that. Just infinitely expand that storage. At some point we will use all of this iron, by the way. Just not yet. There we go. I mean, I did that so that I could free up this area so that we could make more of these. But actually this whole process is now defunct, right? Because of the logistics hubs. But that's okay. Hey, we've actually... Do you know what? I'm going to free that up so we keep producing those because they're quite useful. Yeah, I'm glad we started on these, this hub, though. Like, I'm glad I've started on this now. Titanium is next, so that is 100% going to be a little bit more tricky. Because we need the titanium to start creating the orange science. I need to figure out a way of getting the titanium from the other planets without me ferrying things over, if that makes sense. But I think what I might do next stream is just redesign the blue and red power kind of thing. So I'm actually going to redesign this whole starter stuff. We're going to expand this, basically. I'm going to redesign it and expand it into something like this, but better with logistics hubs. So, yeah. Probably going to get rid of a lot of this belting next stream and start relying on the logistics themselves. So I think that's going to be my next goal. Actually, no. Let's get the yellow science first, and then we can go back and we can have a look at the older stuff and upgrading. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Cool. I'm pretty happy with what we've done, though. Like, I mean, I realize probably not overly... Why is that? No, this should be plastics providing. Provide plastics, please. That was why it wasn't producing. So this is low on graphite. So graphite... Yeah, graphite is obviously the thing that we don't have that much of, or it's just taking a while for the graphite to distribute out. I wonder if these also have bots. These do not have bots. There we go. So that's providing now. So that should help alleviate that a little bit. So now what's going to happen over here is the hydrogen's going to start stacking up. And it will create a bottleneck. But because of the vast amount of storage I added, I think we're going to be okay. I've got that huge buffer. So I'm pretty pleased with that, with the way that I have done that, actually. I think I did that relatively well. And I'm having a look at this and making sure that I've kind of got the at least the ideal for this working. Okay, well, don't need that many plastic apparently. That's probably because we're full up on this. Okay, good to know. Okay, well, I think that's that. I think that's where we're going to start over. You know, like, I definitely feel like there are some areas where I can improve on bits that we've done. But yeah. I think if I was to start over now, I've learnt a lot, but I'm still in a large learning process. So, yeah. But that's why we're going to leave Dyson Sphere, I think. If I keep playing, I'm going to lose track of what I want to do. There's a lot that is going on still that I'm still trying to get my head around. But I seem to be picking up the idea a little bit better now. And like I said, we're going to start working on getting that yellow science sorted next. That's our next goal, I think. For the next stream, it'll be yellow science, a yellow science distribution thing. Yeah. I think that's the answer. I am going to make sure I save the game, though, before I quit. There we go. I have saved the game. That was fun, though. I enjoyed that. I don't know about you guys. Also, I've just noticed my webcam's been kind of like slightly out of position the whole stream. I apologize. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, no, that was fun. That was fun. The next Dyson Sphere program stream will be Saturday the 17th before the Tales of Mercia. So, again, it's only going to be a shorter stream. Like, I feel like doing shorter streams is just better for me anyway. I'm going to put on some Ace Attorney stuff. Actually, no, we're not going to listen to Ace Attorney. That feels too much like I'm starting. Let's listen to this. There we go. Yeah, so the next Dyson Sphere program is on Saturday the 17th. Then after that, I think it's Thursday the 7th of March. So we've not got very many Dyson Sphere program streams kind of set up, ready to go. I'm enjoying kind of coming to it every so often, but I don't need to rush through the game. That's quite fun. So if you do want some more Dyson Sphere program and that sort of thing, maybe we can get Yellow Science sorted next stream. I might have a play around with bits of it off stream. Oh, we've also got some on Wednesday the 28th of Feb as well. I just spotted that on the thing. So actually, yeah, we've got a couple of Dyson Spheres coming up. For Monday the 19th, there is a poll out for what we are going to build. That's going to be one of those there. I know that the poll says create a stream for the 22nd of Feb, but actually that changed to the 19th of Feb. And in March, there is a change to that schedule. There will be no Tales of Mercia in the March period. That's just because I am now busy on Saturday the 2nd. We might still do a small Kerbal stream on that day, but I do have to go out in the evening. And that's just because an opportunity presented itself and I didn't want to say no. So I am on annual leave that week as well. So it's like, I kind of want to make sure that I am spending time with my friends. And you're like, you have friends, Womble? What are you on about? No, you don't, you liar! You liar! You absolute motherfucking liar! Have a good night, evening, noon. Insert time zone here. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Till next time, later nerds. Thank you very much.